Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing the test rides video. We've got the Canis Camacho. This is a salvage yard car. You can't buy this unfortunately, but you can sell it and get money for doing those missions. And okay, the Canis Camacho, great off-road car. I think it's actually the best in the game. So I probably would say go for it because this car, well, it's the best off-roader in the game. So yeah, I'd say go for the Camacho. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is the Ubermensch Cypher. This is a car you can find at the salvage yard, but unfortunately you cannot store this car, buy this car or anything from that. But you can sell it and make some money. But would I recommend it? Yeah, I've had no problems driving this car in any way, shape or form. So yeah, I'd honestly would recommend the Ubermensch Cypher. It's not a bad car and it looks good too. Do not like the Grosse Furia. I I know what it is too. It's the look of the car. I really just don't like the look of this car. But I will give it credit where it's due. Okay, the car does perform well and it handles well, brakes well. Everything about the car is great. I just hate the look of the car. let's move on to the next one. Oh, and this one can be found at the salvage yard, so you can't really buy it really, but you can sell it and make some money from it. Okay, is a really good car. I honestly would recommend going for this car. I really like the Corvette D10. It handles well, it brakes well, but I think the turning is a little drifty. It likes to drift a little bit, but other than that, the car does perform pretty well. And I like the look of it, okay? You can't go wrong. This car looks really nice, and it looks even better when it's upgraded. I would know. Okay, so the Piston Neon. This is a test ride this week from me, Alice Car Meet. I I still don't see why people hate electric cars. I mean, sure, I get it for real life, but for a video game, really, you, you can't like you can't like electric cars in a video game. Anyway, this car performs well, it handles well, it brakes well, but the corners could be a little bit better. Could take corners a little bit better. Um, but yeah, I honestly would say go for it. It's like I like. What can I say? I don't mind electric cars in the game, but I kind of understand it for real life. I mean, I like I sort of don't, but I got an idea of what it might be. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is the OBI wagon. You can find it at the L's car meet. This car takes corners well, handles well, brakes well. Everything about the car is good, so yes, I would actually recommend this car. And it does look good too. And just like I said before, it's an electric car. I don't have a problem with electric cars in this game. Okay, the Tesseract. The Pegasi Tesseract is another test ride you can have at the Alice car meet. I'm not gonna lie, this car is quite fast. This car is very, very fast. And I will give it credit where it's due. The car can take corners well. I know it doesn't look like it when I was test driving it, but honestly the car does take corners well. It's just that I was going too fast, it flipped on its head. But yes, I believe this car can take corners well, and it brakes well, and it handles well. Everything about the car is good, so yes, I would actually recommend the Tesseract. Let's move on to the Alice Car Meet prize ride. Okay, so that was this JB 700W. This is a prize ride this week. Um, I wouldn't recommend it, sorry. It may be a good car and all, and it might be weaponized, but it may be a good car and all, and it might be weaponized, but there are much better cars than the JB 700W. how is this even a luxury car? Honestly, this is the Impala LX. I'm just gonna say don't get it, honestly. I don't like the look, I don't like the handling, I don't even like the tuning. This car is just straight up awful. Don't get it. Car is the Ashrope GZ, and this car can be found at the luxury place. And this car can take orders well, handles well, brakes well. It's not exactly the fastest car there, but I don't know. Something about this car just makes you think of OG days. Like there's this one car in mind, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Anyway, I'd imagine this car would have some decent upgrades for a sedan class, and yeah, I would honestly recommend this car. This car's not bad at all. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I'll give it credit where it's due. This car can brake well, but it can't really turn well. I think it needs better improvement on the turning. But this car is called the Ominous EGT. This car can be found at Simeon's place, and this car does look good, so I'll give it points for looks at all. Uh, Whether you should buy it, it's more down to personal preference. But for me, I'm gonna say no. Actually, I probably wouldn't buy this. So I wouldn't recommend it. It's not that I hate the look of it. I don't mind it, but it's not really a car I'd want to buy. I don't know what it is. I just wouldn't buy this car. And it's not the fact that it's electric either. But let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is the Croissant. I can't pronounce it, but let's just call this car the Croissant. No, I'm kidding, guys. We don't need to call it that. But this car, um, I may have crashed, but that's only because I'm a terrible driver. Uh, but I actually don't think this car is bad. This car can take corners well, it brakes well, it handles well. Everything about the car is great, and I honestly like the looks of the car, especially since it has a stock spoiler. Not many cars have that in this game. But anyway, would I recommend it? Yeah, I would actually kind of recommend this car. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is the Morgan. Honestly, I love the look of this car, and I honestly would recommend people buy it. It's a really good looking car. But enough about that. We're here to talk about its performance, and I am happy to say this car is actually worth getting. I think this car performs very well, but there is one slight thing I don't know about this car. Okay, the, is this electric or not? I really don't know if this is electric because when I drive it, it sounded like it wasn't an electric car, but when you I don't know. I don't see any exhaust on the car, so that must mean it's like. Oh wait, is that the exhaust down there? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Is this electric or not? I really don't know. But the car's worth getting. It performs well, handles well, and you can find this at Simeon's place, and it's called the Amorgon. If I haven't said this already. Finish him! No, I'm kidding, guys. This is called the Coil Raiden. It's a sports car. You can find it at Simeon's place, and this is. Well, I'm just gonna say go for it because it has the name Raiden in it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Let's move on to the next car. Okay, guys, so this is the last car of the day. Rocket Voltic. Get it? I love old cars. What can I say? And I've noticed nearly every vehicle has been electric today, and that's been pretty good. But yeah, I just recommend this car. It might be old, but I still like it. Still looks good. So yeah, I'd recommend it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 700 by the end of the year. Bye.